As she sat watching the world go by, something caught her eye. It wasn't so much its color or shape, but the way it was moving. She squinted to see if she could better understand what it was and where it was going, but it didn't help. As she continued to stare into the distance, she didn't understand why this uneasiness was building inside her body. Today, I want to talk to you about something powerful, something that has the ability to change your life forever. It's the mindset of pushing yourself every single day. Because let me tell you, success isn't reserved for the lucky. It belongs to those who are willing to stretch beyond their limits, step out of their comfort zones, and give their very best even when no one is watching. You are not created to stay stuck, to settle for less, or to live beneath your potential. No, there is greatness inside of you. But if you want to see it come to life, you have to be willing to push yourself. Think about an athlete training for a championship. They don't win just because they have talent. They win because they show up every day, push past exhaustion, and refuse to quit. In the same way, you have to train yourself for the life you want. Your dreams, your goals, your purpose, they all require effort, discipline, and a never give up attitude. So when you feel like giving up, push a little harder. When you don't see results right away, stay committed. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. Because every time you push yourself, you are getting closer to the person you were meant to be. You are building strength, character, and resilience. And one day you will look back and realize that all the effort, all the late nights, all the sacrifices, they were worth it. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start today. Push yourself, stretch yourself, and step into the amazing future that's waiting for you. I want to talk to you today about something that has the power to transform your life. It's the idea that success doesn't come to those who sit back and wait for it. It doesn't come to those who stay within their comfort zones, doing the same thing day after day, expecting change. No, success belongs to those who push beyond their limits, those who refuse to settle, and those who are willing to put in the effort even when it's hard, even when no one else believes in them. Too often we look at successful people and assume they were just lucky. We think they had all the right opportunities, the right connections, or the right circumstances. But if you look closer, you'll see something else. You'll see dedication. You'll see late nights, early morning sacrifice and perseverance. You'll see people who refuse to stop at good enough because they knew they were capable of more. The truth is, every person has limits. We all get tired. We all feel discouraged at times. We all have moments when we question if we have what it takes. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is successful people push past those limits. When they feel tired, they go a little further. When they feel like giving up, they remind themselves why they started in the first place. When doubt creeps in, they silence it with determination. Think about an athlete training for a championship. They don't just show up on game day and expect to win. No, they train day after day, pushing their bodies to the limit. They lift heavier, run farther, and push past the pain because they know that every extra rep, every extra mile, and every extra effort is making them stronger. The same principle applies to every area of life. If you want to grow in your career, you have to push beyond what's comfortable. If you want to strengthen your relationships, you have to put in the effort even when it's not easy. If you want to achieve a dream, you have to work on it every single day, even when progress seems slow, even when you don't see immediate results. The problem is, too many people give up too soon. They try for a little while, and when they don't see results right away, they assume it's not meant for them. But success isn't about quick wins, it's about persistence. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about believing in yourself even when the odds seem stacked against you. You have so much potential inside of you. There is more in you than you realize, but you will never discover what you're truly capable of if you don't push yourself beyond your limits. Every time you challenge yourself, every time you step outside of your comfort zone, you are growing. You are becoming stronger. You are building character, discipline, and resilience. And one day you will look back and realize that all the effort, all the struggles, all the moments you felt like giving up but didn't, those were the moments that shaped you into the person you were meant to be. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until life gets easier. Start today. Push yourself, stretch yourself, and step into the amazing future that's waiting for you. Because the life you want, the success you dream of, it's already within your reach. You just have to be willing to push beyond your limits to get there. I want to remind you today of something powerful, something that can shift the way you see yourself, your challenges, and your future. You were not created to live an average, ordinary life. You were not meant to struggle endlessly, to settle for less, or to believe that you're not good enough. No, you were created for greatness. I want to talk to you today about two powerful forces that can change your life: hard work and discipline. These are not just words. They are the foundation of every great achievement, every success story, and every breakthrough. Too many people are waiting for the perfect opportunity, the right circumstances, or some miracle to take them to the next level. But the truth is, success doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who work for it. If you look at the people who have achieved great things, whether in business, sports, art, or any other field, you will notice one common trait. It's not always talent, intelligence, or luck. It's their commitment to hard work and discipline. They don't just show up when they feel like it. They don't wait until they're motivated. They do what needs to be done day in and day out, even when they don't feel like it. The reality is, hard work alone is not enough. Many people work hard but never see real results because they lack discipline. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's what separates those who dream about success from those who actually achieve it. It's the ability to stay consistent, to make sacrifices, and to push through even when it's difficult. Think about an athlete training for a championship. They don't just practice when they feel energized. They show up every single day, rain or shine, pushing their limits, working on their weaknesses, and refining their skills. Why? Because they know that breakthroughs don't happen overnight. They are built through daily commitment. The same principle applies to every area of life. If you want to excel in your career, you have to be willing to put in the extra hours, sharpen your skills, and push beyond what is expected. If you want to build strong relationships, you have to be intentional, communicate, and invest in those connections. If you want to start a business, you have to be willing to put in the time and effort long before you see the rewards. The problem is, many people want results without the process. They want success without struggle. They want the rewards without the work. But breakthroughs only come to those who are willing to pay the price. Every great success story is built on sacrifices, long nights, early mornings, and countless hours of effort that no one else sees. There will be days when you feel like quitting, days when progress seems slow, days when you wonder if all the effort is worth it. But let me tell you, those are the moments that define you. Because when you push through, when you stay disciplined, when you refuse to quit, that is when the breakthrough happens. Every step you take, every extra effort you put in, every moment you choose discipline over comfort, you're moving closer to your breakthrough. You may not see the results immediately, but success is being built in the background. So keep pushing, keep working, stay disciplined, because the moment you refuse to give up is the moment you step into your breakthrough. The rewards may not come today, but they are on the way. And when they do, you will look back and realize that every struggle, every sacrifice, and every challenge was preparing you for something greater. Too often, people go through life believing that they're just meant to get by, to survive, to do what's expected of them, and nothing more. They let fear hold them back. They listen to the voices that tell them they're not smart enough, strong enough, or talented enough. They accept a life that is far beneath what they are capable of because they've convinced themselves that greatness is for other people, not for them. But that is not the truth. The truth is, there is something special inside of you. There is potential in you that you haven't even tapped into yet. You have gifts, talents, and abilities that can take you further than you ever imagined, but you have to believe it. You have to recognize that you were designed for more than just getting through each day. You were designed to thrive, to grow, to impact the world around you. The problem is, too many people never step into their greatness because they are afraid to step out of their comfort zones. They let their past failures define them. They compare themselves to others and decide that they're not as talented, not as lucky, not as capable. But let me tell you something, greatness is not about luck. It's not about having the perfect circumstances. It's about having the right mindset. Think about the most successful people in history, leaders, innovators, athletes. They didn't start at the top. Many of them faced hardships, setbacks, and obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome. But what set them apart was their belief that they were capable of something greater. They refused to let their circumstances dictate their future. They kept pushing, kept growing, kept believing. And because of that, they stepped into the greatness that was inside of them all along. The same is true for you. There is greatness inside of you, but it won't come out automatically. You have to be willing to develop it. You have to be willing to work for it, to fight for it, to push yourself beyond what you think is possible. You have to stop listening to the voice of doubt and start listening to the truth that you were created with a purpose, and that purpose is bigger than you realize. Maybe you've been through some tough times. Maybe you face disappointment, rejection, or failure. Maybe you feel like you've missed too many opportunities. But let me tell you, your past does not define you. What defines you is what you choose to do from this moment forward. You can choose to rise up. You can choose to believe in yourself again. You can choose to stop settling for less and start reaching for the greatness that is already inside of you. Because when you step into your greatness, something incredible happens. You start to inspire the people around you. You become a light to others who are struggling. You show them that it's possible to overcome, to rise above, to achieve something more. So don't hold yourself back any longer. Stop playing small. Stop doubting yourself. Step forward with confidence. Take the risks. Put in the work. Keep pushing yourself. Because you were not created to be ordinary. You were created for greatness, and the world is waiting to see what you can do. I want to share something with you today that can change the way you see life's difficulties. Too often when we face obstacles, setbacks, and struggles, our first reaction is frustration. We ask, why is this happening to me? We wonder if we're on the wrong path. We feel tempted to give up. But what if I told you that your challenges are not meant to stop you? What if I told you that every challenge you face is actually an opportunity for growth? As she sat watching the world go by, something caught her eye. It wasn't so much its color or shape, but the way it was moving. She squinted to see if she could better understand what it was and where it was going, but it didn't help. As she continued to stare into the distance, she didn't understand why this uneasiness was building inside her body.